Hi, my name is Tracy, and I am an occupational therapist assistant. How are you today?
I'm good.
And your name is?
Lynette Flowersdorf.
And how old are you, Lynette?
I am 43.
Do you know why you are here?
Not really.
You were referred to us by your doctor to see if we can identify some problems that you may or not be having. So you are diabetic?
Yes.
And approximately how many years have you been a diabetic?
21.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, this is called the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure, or the COPM. And what I'm going to do is we're going to write a list of your personal care, your everyday life, and we're going to use it as an assessment to see what we can help you as to make your life a little bit easier.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to ask you from the morning that you start, what a day in your life is like. What's the first thing you do in the morning when you get up?
I usually check my phone.
Okay. And what's the next thing that you do when you get up in the morning?
I usually sit for a few minutes and go through Facebook.
Okay.
Kind of clear my head and get me on track to get going.
Okay. Do you take a shower in the morning? Or
Usually every other day or every 2 days I do.
Okay. Do you make your own breakfast in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Okay. Okay, so when it comes to the outdoors, do you like to do anything outside? Do you like to go for walks or? Okay.
Yep.
Do you notice any problems with walking?
I can't go long distances because my feet hurt after a certain amount of time.
Okay, so is it a little bit of neuropathy or just
No,
pain in
it's
your feet?
plantar fasciitis.
Okay. And that's ongoing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so then about how long have you been having that problem with your feet?
Almost 3 years.
Okay. And so that kind of gets in the way of your everyday life? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so next thing I'm going to ask you is transportation. How do you go back and forth to your job, or?
I drive.
Okay. How are you with shopping? Is it easy for you to shop, or do you enjoy shopping?
I enjoy shopping, but I can't shop for more than probably an hour at a time.
Okay. Okay, the next thing I'm going to ask you is your work. Do you have a problem keeping a job?
No.
Okay. How long have you been at your current employer?
1.5 years.
Okay. And what do you do there?
I'm a sales associate.
Okay, so you're working with modern technology for the most part of your day.
Yeah, I work for U.S. Cellular.
Okay. Do you ever have any trouble with gripping things or punching numbers or working the keyboard on your computer?
Not anything that every day. Sometimes my hands tingle, my fingers tingle, but it just kind of slows me down when I'm typing.
Okay. Have you noticed whether or not that gets worse?
No, it usually just takes a long time for it to go away.
Okay. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to ask you is cleaning. How are you with cleaning your home?
I don't do it.
Okay. So you have a problem with cleaning?
Yes.
And that's because time management?
Time management, and I'm tired.
Okay. Okay. How about laundry? Where is your laundry facilities?
It's in the basement.
How are you with managing laundry?
I don't manage it. When I do it, it's usually 10 loads at a time.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
for 2 people.
Now you've got to go up and down the stairs then to do your laundry.
Yes.
And how are you with carrying a basket of laundry up and down?
It's awkward. I have a hard time doing it.
Okay. Do you ever have trouble going up and down the stairs?
Sometimes.
Okay. Because your feet hurt, or?
My feet are my balance.
So you have problems with balance as well?
Sometimes.
Okay. So, your play skills. So, what do you do for play?
I usually play on my tablet.
Okay. Do you ever have trouble manipulating the buttons on the tablet?
No, my tablet's a big screen, so that's usually pretty easy because I can touch screen. It's a
Okay.
touch screen.
Okay. Do you ever have any trouble with vision? I see you're wearing glasses.
Sometimes.
Okay. So, when it comes to vision, do you ever have trouble seeing even with your glasses on?
I do, actually. And these are new.
Wow. How often do you have to renew your prescription?
I'm supposed to every year.
Okay. So when it comes to seeing things on the screen of your tablet, do you have to make the print bigger?
Yeah, the font is up on all my devices. It's the biggest I can get.
What are you going to do when it gets bigger?
Well, I want it to get bigger,
Okay.
but I can't
Well,
get
you
it
know what I
bigger.
mean. Okay. All right, so the next thing I'm going to ask you, and feel free to take a look at whatever I'm writing down, okay? This is between you and I, and so when it comes to recreation, what kind of hobbies do you have?
I like to ride bike.
Do you do that often?
No.
And why?
Tired. Feet hurt. No time.
Okay. Do you have any crafts that you enjoy doing?
I like to knit.
And how often do you knit?
I used to knit every day. Now it's maybe once every 6 months.
And that's because...
No time. I run a side business, so I work 50 hours a week and do that 20 hours a week. There's no time left.
Okay. Do you ever have trouble with the knitting needles?
The dexterity. I loom knit, so sometimes my hand dexterity's not there.
Okay. How about sports? Do you enjoy any sports?
I don't. I do not.
No? Just not interested?
No.
Okay. How about outings? You know, like going to a park or
I like to go to concerts.
going anywhere? Okay. Traveling?
I like to travel. I like bingo.
Okay, so we'll put bingo under socialization. That's the next one. Okay, how important is it with visiting with people?
Pretty important.
Okay, do you make a lot of phone calls?
No.
Okay, so what's your way of communication if you don't make a lot of phone calls?
Text message, Facebook Messenger, so social media, and email.
Okay, and how are you with correspondence?
I usually try to get back to the person immediately, unless I'm busy. Sometimes I don't usually go more than a day without responding.
Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to rate some of these things on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, 10 being the most important.
Okay.
Okay, 1 being the least important. So, checking your phone in the morning, checking Facebook, what would you rate that as important?
That's probably, I would say that's number 10 because I need to be,
Okay,
that's my way of communicating, so.
okay. How about making breakfast?
that's gonna probably be a 9 because being diabetic, I need to eat.
Right, right. That's another thing I was going to ask you about too, with planning your meals.
I don't do it right now, but I would like to start.
Okay. So how would you rate the importance of planning your meals?
That's gonna be right up there, probably an 8.
Okay. Okay. How important is walking?
That's a number 10.
Okay. All right. How about shopping? How would you rate shopping?
Shopping's really not necessary, so that's gonna probably be somewhere in the middle. I would say that's probably gonna be a 5, because it's something that I can do without, and if need be, I can call somebody to do shopping for me. They have services for that.
Okay. Okay. How important is your job at U.S. Cellular, and how effective you are as an employee on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say that's a big part of my income, so that's probably going to be a 8.
Okay. Okay. So when it comes to being able to do your laundry, going down into the basement and carrying laundry baskets back up, how would you rate that of importance on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, if I have somebody here to help me, it would be a 5, I would say, because then I could at least fold it. If I had somebody to run up and down the steps.
Okay. So definitely the stairs is a problem for you. Okay. Okay. So how important do you think having balance is when you walk?
That's a number 10.
Okay. Okay. So then we said also cooking with a meal plan, maybe? Well, how would that rate?
If I had a meal plan, that would probably be a number 10, I think.
Okay. How important would you say that playing on your tablet is?
That's a big part of my... that's how I socialize, is social media, so that's probably... I'd say that's probably a 9, just because that's how I keep track of everybody.
Okay. So on once again, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important would you say that your vision is? You're having trouble seeing.
That's a number 10. My vision's very important. If I don't have my vision, I don't have my livelihood. I can't function.
Right.
I can't work. I can't do anything.
Right. Okay, so then how important would you rate riding a bike?
That's not a necessity in life, so that's more of an activity. So I would say that's probably a 5.
Okay.
I can take it or leave it. It's just a way for me to get out and exercise.
Okay. How about knitting?
Again...
Would that be an importance to you, or
I
you
would
get to
say
give or take it?
I could take it or leave it. It's at one point it was really important because it helped with depression, but now I don't have time to do it. I have other things to focus on that help with my depression.
Okay. So sports, you said, doesn't really mean anything to you?
I don't care about sports.
How about concerts?
I love going to concerts.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most.
Probably if I had somebody in the area like I really want to see, it would be a 10. So like New Kids on the Block is a 10.
Okay. Traveling, how about traveling?
I love to travel.
And then a scale of 1 to 10?
That's going to be a 10.
Okay. How about playing bingo?
That's probably a 6.
Okay. Do you ever have trouble grasping the
dauber?
They used to use the dauber and the
No,
and the
but I have a
cards?
hard time seeing the board.
Even with your glasses on?
Because I have to sit right there
Okay.
by a board. The camera, the TV, not the bingo cards, but the TV when they roll the balls.
Okay. I haven't been to play bingo for a while.
Well, now
so I'm
it's
not
like
familiar.
updated. It's all mechanical.
Because I was thinking it was the little cards that
You
they
have
use
the
with
card.
little
You do.
daubers.
You have the paper cards, but then you have a TV monitor, so you can read the ball before they call it.
Okay.
And then they have the bingo screen, and they flash. They put the numbers on, so you can catch up if you miss them. I can't see those.
So you could have won and never knew it.
Well, that's why I have Shantae.
Okay. So, that, of course, the seeing part is a big importance. So we're going to rate the idea of
Yeah.
seeing the board as a 10.
And sometimes my eyes don't focus,
Okay, so you have trouble with focusing. Okay.
even with my bifocals.
You have bifocals?
Yes, I do.
Maybe you should have trifocals. No.
You tell my doctor that.
Okay, so text messaging, social media, email, how important is that?
That's pretty important because that's the main way I communicate, so that would be like a 10.
Okay. So you basically have to see it too. So we're going to go back over here to work. You said that you had a another side business, and that is
Selling jewelry.
okay. And what would you rate that as?
Well, that's pretty important right up with the job, so I would say that's probably a 9 because that's a secondary income.
Okay.
And it's a fun it's not really a hobby. I make money at it, so you can't even classify it as a hobby. I guess it's a fun second job.
Okay, so it's more like a socialization type thing to get you into
Yep.
other groups?
To meet
Okay.
other people.
So how are you with handling the jewelry? With your
S-
fingers?
Sometimes my hands, I can't clasp the clasps to take the necklaces off the cardboard.
Okay,
I have a hard time with my maneuvering my thumbs.
okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that?
That's probably hit or miss, so I would say that's probably it's important that I am able to do that, so
Right.
I guess the importance of it, that my fingers work, is a 9.
Okay, I would say that's pretty important in your line of work. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we are going to pick out your performance problems, the ones that are giving you the most trouble, the ones
Okay.
that are giving you, that are of most importance. Okay, so then we rated them from a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, so which one out of the personal care would be most important to you?
As far as where I need help,
Yes.
probably the meal planning. Can I have more than one?
Yes.
Probably the meal planning and the walking.
Yes, the walking is another problem.
Those are probably the two, because I can drive fine and everything. It's just the walking and the meal planning are probably the two biggest.
Okay, so then we're going to skip down to here. All right, so which other performance problem would you rate as being important to
The
you?
laundry.
Okay,
And then my vision problems.
okay,
Because if I can't see, then I end up getting a headache.
right.
So those all tie together.
And I know how I am when I get a headache. Okay, so then would you say that your balance is of importance too?
Yeah, my balance too. When I'm off on it, that's not a big problem as of yet, but
Right, right. Okay. So then we're going to go into leisure here, okay? So we're almost up to our 5. We are up to our 5 performance problems, but we're going to go through leisure here real quick and see what we can do to help you out in these areas too.
Okay.
What you're having the most trouble with. Riding a bike, is that...
riding a bike and because that hurts my feet, so I don't do it.
Okay.
And then another big problem would be probably if I wanted to, it would be the knitting.
Okay.
But again, that doesn't take priority. And bingo's not really priority either, so I guess the main one would be riding bike for for exercise.
Okay. Okay, so I think that completes our interview today, and what we're going to do is we're going to tabulate this assessment together, and we'll get it together, and we'll see what we can do to help you out, what we can
Okay.
help you out in the areas where you need help.
Sounds good.
Okay, nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you.
and we'll be seeing you again.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.